All right, and we are live. Good evening po. And of course, welcome back to Gurong Pinoy. We would like to especially welcome back the members of our Team Piaget. Again, ongoing pa rin po yung ating membership no, for our Team Piaget. Meron pa rin po tayong mga promo. So again, please just send a message to our Facebook page if you are watching us on Facebook right now. We are live on our Facebook page. So pwede po kayo mag-send a message yan sa ating Facebook page, which is also named Gurong Pinoy. No? So if you are a member of Team Piaget, you can answer our quizzes. You can enjoy the full-length video. You can download my materials, no, my PowerPoint presentation. You, of course, have your pre-board, of course, final coaching. Again, the only way that you can join our final coaching is by joining Team Piaget. So again, Team Piaget's membership is good until September of this year. So again, kung hindi pa po kayo member, magpa-member na po. Mag-send lamang po kayo ng message sa atin right now. We would also like to welcome back the members, of course, of Team YouTube, yung mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, no? Yung mga members ng Team Replay. Welcome po, of course. And you can support us by sending us stars while you are watching us live on Facebook, or by sending us super chat, super stickers while you are watching us live on YouTube. Maraming salamat po. Now, tonight's discussion is centered on general education. This is Final Coaching Part 1 for March LET 2022. But before that, of course, let us all have our opening prayer. We thank you for this new day, Lord. Help us to embrace all that it may hold for us, to hear the bird song and have new melodies in our hearts, to see the sunrise and create beauty with our hands, to touch the leaves that grow afresh, and allow your love to touch our hearts, to smell the fragrance of the flowers and breathe in the wonder of your creation, to dwell on the beauty of our world and study and fathom your miracles, to enjoy the conversations we have and the lessons we go to. May we drink in all the goodness you have for us. Amen. Okay, so once again, as I've mentioned, this is going to be general education. We are going to discuss 20 items, those items that you'd usually see on the LET, no? So previous LET items, future LET items, and of course, hihimay-himayin natin, no? Isa-isahin natin yung ating questions. Ganon din yung ating choices. So bakit hindi choice A yung ating magiging sagot? Bakit hindi choice C? Bakit B ang tamang choice? Okay? Now, before we start, of course, please do share this video. Napaka-importante pong mag-share nyo ang ating video para mas marami po tayong matulungan, no? I-share po yung ating video, i-like po or i-heart po yung ating video. And of course, yes, meron pa tayong mga 200 plus na hindi nagla-like, no? Again, paki-like po ng ating video, paki-heart po ng ating video. Nandyan lamang po, malapit sa inyong comment box, yung heart icon or your like icon. Then of course, please do share our video para mas marami pa po tayong ma-reach ng mga future students natin. Okay, so again, ganun din sa ating mga first-timers. Welcome lahat ng mga first-timers natin. Most especially sa mga magti-take this coming March na LET, no? So LET March. Good luck po. Malapit na. God bless you, no, sa inyong upcoming licensure exam for teachers. Again, pag wala po kayong ginagawa, tutok lamang po kayo at balikan nyo yung ating mga videos na nandyan po sa ating YouTube channel. Okay, again, please do like this video. I-like na po yung ating video. Paki-like po ng ating video. And of course, paki-share po ng ating video. Okay, like po. I-like na po yung ating video. Andyan lamang po, malapit sa inyong comment box, yung like or heart icon. And of course, paki-share po. I-share po yung ating video para mas marami pa po tayong ma-reach ng mga kaguro, no, yung mga future students natin. At sila po ay matulungan din ng Gurong Pinoy na makamtan yung kanilang pangarap na maging LPT, gaya po ng mga naging LPT na natin ng September, no? September na batch. And of course, sa future LPTs natin sa January na batch, ganun din, of course, sa March na itong magti-take na in the end of this month. Okay. All right, again, 200 plus of you still have not liked this video and not click the love icon. Paki-heart na po at paki-like ng ating video, most especially if you think that Gurong Pinoy is helping you prepare for your upcoming LET. paki-like po. I-like po yung ating video. Napaka-importante po niyan. I-like, i-love yung ating video, and of course, i-share na po yung ating video. Pag hindi nagla-like at hindi nag-share ay hindi mabibiyayaan, no? So, i-like lamang po at i-share yung ating video para mas marami pa po tayong matulungan. Okay, if that is the only way you can thank Gurong Pinoy, then do like and love this video and share this video. Okay, we start with question number 1 while waiting for the rest of you to like and love our video. Okay, number 1. Ano ang pinakamalapit sa salitang nasa malaking titik? Linangan ng Pilipinas. Is it letter A, pamahalaan, letter B, bigasan, letter C, universidad, or letter D, batasan? Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for number 1? Okay, this is a very common question in the LET. Lumabas ito ng 2018, 2019. Okay, so what you are just trying to look for is the meaning, the synonym of the term linangan or linangan. Okay, what do you think is the correct choice for question number 1? Now, in the next weekends, we are going to discuss those items that came out in September 2021 and in January of 2022. So again, magpa-member na po kayo sa Gurong Pinoy's Team Piaget if you are still not a member. Please do like this video, 200 people. Paki-like na po ng ating video and share ang ating video. Okay, I see a lot of C's. Linangan ng Pilipinas. Of course, when you say linangan, that's a school, no? So, universidad or universidad ng Pilipinas. So, letter C, universidad ay tumpak, hindi po pamahalaan, no? Hindi bigasan at hindi batasan. Okay, so linangan ng Pilipinas. Nililinang mo, no, yung inyong kaalaman, nililingan mo yung inyong mga nalalaman tungkol sa mga bagay-bagay. And so, ang paglilinang ay ginagawa sa linangan, which is universidad. Okay, so universidad, letter C, is tumpak o konti lamang yung naligwak, no, for question number 1. We move on with question number 2. Tulad ng katiwalian ni Kapitan Tiago sa Noli Me Tangere, anong katiwalian ngayon ang nagaganap katulad ng paggastos ng pera ng bayan para sa sariling kapakanan? Is it letter A, panunuhol, letter B, paglustay, letter C, pagsisinop, or letter D, nepotismo? Okay, what's your choice for number 2? Number 2. Letter B. I see a lot of letter B's. Okay, letter B kaya ang tumpak na choice for number 2. Alright, question number 2. Tulad ng katiwalian ni Kapitan Tiago sa Noli Me Tangere, anong katiwalian ngayon ang nagaganap katulad ng paggastos ng pera ng bayan para sa sariling kapakanan, no? So we all know this is very common, no? Sabi nga nila, if you want to get rich in the Philippines, become a politician, no? So pag naging politiko ka daw, ay yayaman ka. Alam natin yung may mga instances na yung lupa ng bayan, lupa ng Pilipinas, lupa ng gobyerno, no, government project, after a few years ay nagiging resort na ni congressman, nagiging resort na ni mayor, resort na ng kung sinong politician sa atin, no? Yung mga malalaking resort sa atin, kalimitan yung may-ari ay mga politiko. Okay? So alam natin na laganap pa rin ang katiwalian sa ating gobyerno, no? So dito sabi, anong katiwalian ngayon ang nagaganap katulad ng paggastos nga ng pera ng bayan, okay, para sa sarili mong kapakanan? Is it letter A, panunuhol, letter B, paglustay, letter C, pagsisinop, or letter D, nepotismo? And the correct choice, of course, is letter B, no? So paglustay ng pera ng bayan. Okay, so you do not actually care because that's not your money, no? So sabi nga nila, yung hindi mo pinaghirapan ay mabilis mong gastusin, mabilis mong mawala, no? So unless na ikaw yung naghirap, ikaw yung nagtrabaho, then you value it. You really value it. Okay? Of course, we cannot choose letter C because that is the opposite, no? That's the antonym of paglustay. Hindi din naman panunuhol dahil yung panunuhol ay ang pagbigay ng pera sa ibang tao, no? Dito sabi, ginastos mo ang pera para sa sarili mong kapakanan. Nepotismo, on the other hand, letter D, of course, this is when, ito yung sinasabi nating malapit sa amin, no, sa Iloilo, lapit sa luwag, no, malapit sa kusina, okay, or malapit sa kung sino mang nakaupo, no. So that's nepotismo. Usually yung pinaka-meaning ng nepotismo is that if you are related to someone, ikaw yung nakakakuha ng trabaho, okay? So it does not matter whether you are qualified or not. Even if there's someone who is more qualified than you, dahil ikaw yung kamag-anak, ikaw yung ilalagay sa pwesto, no? That's nepotism. And that is also very rampant in the Philippines. Okay, so number 2 is tumpak, paglustay, letter B. Number 3, ang patlang ay itinuring ni Doña Chidora na bagay na pinakamahalagang natutunan ni Jose Rizal noon pa mang ito ay bata pa. Is it letter A, paniniwala sa Diyos? Letter B, pagbasa ng mga aklat? Letter C, pagsulat ng mga salaysayin? Or letter D, pagmamahal sa magulang at kapatid? Okay, which one is your choice for number 3? Again, we still have like half of you watching na hindi pa po nakakapag-like ng ating video, no? Hindi naman po mahirap yan. I-like lang po yung ating video, i-love lang po yung ating video. If you feel na natututo kayo habang tayo nagla-live review, i-like yung ating video, i-love yung ating video, and of course, share ang ating video. I-share po. Napaka-important. I-share nyo yung ating video. And of course, maraming salamat sa mga nagsisend ng stars, no? To all our star senders. And also to all our super chatters, super sticker senders, maraming salamat. We will thank you at the end of this weekend. Now, of course, thank you so much for all the support that you are giving Gurong Pinoy. Okay, what's your choice? Ito ay lumabas ng 2019. I'm not sure kung naging bahagi din ito ng mga nagpahirap sa January 2022, no? Itong taon lamang na January 2022. But again, as I've mentioned, in the following weekends, for the next 2 weekends, we will discuss January 2022 na items and also September 2021 na items. Okay, so abangan niyo po yung ating magiging final coaching in the next 2 weekends. These were items from September and also September 2021. Also some items from the previous years, no, 2019. Okay, so again, inuulit-ulit natin, binabalik-balikan because these are, we know, the items that would come out in the LEP. Okay, now the correct choice here is letter A. Letter A po yung paniniwala sa Diyos, no? Ito yung talagang itinuring ni Doña Chidora, yung ina ni Dr. Jose Rizal, na pinakamahalagang yung kanyang matutunan ay unang-una ang paniniwala sa Diyos. Ang Diyos higit sa lahat, no? Kahit sa magulang at kapatid, mauuna pa rin yung Diyos. Hindi yung pagbasa, hindi yung pagsulat, halos parehas lang yan sila, no? So hindi sila yung ating choice. Letter A po ang tumpak dito. Okay, so A is tumpak. Number 4. If the sum of the first two of the 5 consecutive odd integers is 52, what is the sum of the last 2 integers? Is it letter A, 61, letter B, 57, letter C, 64, or letter D, 59? Okay, what's your choice for number 4? Okay, now, ito yung mga kalimitang lumalabas na math items natin. May fraction, may LCM, may GCF, merong ganito, may probability, no? Na konting probability, may konting geometry. Okay, so again, yung mga items na i-discuss natin, ito yung mga nakikita natin sa left. Okay, so wag na po kayong lumayo. Because of course, sigurado kayo yung mga items na dinidiscuss natin, yun talagang yung lumalabas sa left. Okay, I see C. Tumpak kaya yung C. Meron ding B, A, at D. Kompleto. Okay, pero mas maraming C. All right, now going back to your question, if the sum of the first two of the five consecutive odd integers is 52, what is the sum of the last two integers? Okay, now going back to your question, ano muna yung ibig sabihin ng consecutive? What is the meaning of the term consecutive? Ano po yung ibig sabihin ng term na consecutive? Again, ano pong ibig sabihin ng term na consecutive? Magkasunod. Okay, magkasunod. Tama yan, no? Pagkakasunod-sunod, magkakasunod. Pero sabi dito, odd integers, no? So, odd integers sila. Ano nga ang ibig sabihin ng odd? When you say odd and even, what's the difference? Okay, pag odd, ano nga pag odd? Okay, not divisible by 2. Tama, no? Sabi ni Ma'am Donna. Not divisible, not by 2. So 1, 3, 5. Those are your odd numbers. Okay, sabi ni Ma'am Rose Ann. Example, your odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7. No? Hindi divisible by 2. Pag divide mo by 2, ay meron siyang remainder. No? May remainder of 1 siya. Okay, so that means if you are going to represent your five consecutive odd integers, this will be your representation. So x, we let x as our first odd integer. And of course, to go to your next odd integer, you need to add 2 to that. So kunwari, 1 itong x mo. For you to get to 3, kailangan mong mag-add ng 2 sa 1. Okay, so that's 3. And for you to get to 5, you need to add 4 to 1. Okay, so ito po yung ating representation. So again, x is our first odd integer. X plus 2 is our second odd integer. Then you have x plus 4 as your third odd integer. X plus 6 is your second to the last. And of course, x plus 8, that will be your fifth odd integer, okay? So yan po yung ating representation. Sabi sa inyong question, the sum of the first two is 52, okay? So that means we are going to equate x plus 2 equals 52, okay? So yan po yung ating magiging math sentence, no? So x plus 2 equals 52. So again, these are the first two of your odd integers. Now, of course, we are going to isolate x para makuha natin yung value niya. So x plus x, of course, that would give you 2x plus 2 equals 52. Now, we have to transpose, no? Ililipat natin itong 2 sa other side so that we can get, again, the value of x. So, i-eliminate natin yung x. Okay, so 2x equals 52 minus 2, naging minus 2 siya, of course, from positive. Nung nilipat mo sa kabila, naging negative yung sign niya. Okay, and that will give you 2x equals 50. To get the value of x, of course, x is 50 divided by 2, hence x equals 25. Okay, so your value for x here, all the x's that you have would be 25. Okay, now going to the last part of your sentence or the last part of your problem, it states, what is the sum of the last two integers? Okay, your last two integers would be this part right here, right? So x plus 6 plus x plus 8. Okay, so what is its sum? Okay, so we write our equation na x plus 6 plus x plus 8. Again, these are the last two integers. And we know that x now is equal to 25. Okay, so we substitute all the x's by or with 25. So you have 25 plus 6 plus 25 plus 8, giving you, of course, your answer, which is 64. Okay, so letter C, 64 ay tumpak. Okay, so 64 po yung ating tamang choice. 25 plus 25, of course, is 50. Plus 8, that's 58, plus 6, that would give you 64. So letter C, 64 ay tumpak. So again, if you are a member of Team Piaget, you can download my PowerPoint presentation later, no? So you don't need to copy anything. And this can just be downloaded. You can also print it. You don't need to download the full-length video because it will stay in Team Piaget. So if you are still not a member of Team Piaget, again, magpa-member na po. You have so many advantages, so many benefits if you become a member of Team Piaget. No? Siguradong papasa kayo. Okay, you are going to be 100% ready for your upcoming lab. Okay, so letter C is tumpak for number 4, 64. Number 5, if each side of a square is increased by x units, then its perimeter is increased by how many units? Is it letter A, 2x, letter B, 4x, letter C, 3x, or letter D, x? Okay, what's your choice for number 5? Number 5, B. I see B's. Again, please like and share our video. Ladies and gentlemen, mga kugro, maraming salamat po. Paki-like and paki-share po ng ating video. Okay, I see a lot of B's for number 5. Okay, now here, sabi no, kung kada side ng isang square ay in-increase mo by x units, yung perimeter ay mag-increase by how many units? Now, you all know that the perimeter would just be the sum of all sides. So, in the case of a square, no, 4s lamang siya because of course, you know that when you have a square, ang sides niya, all the sides would just be equal in length, no? So, that's just 4 times the side. Now, if you increase each of these side by x units, of course, you'd also be increasing your p by 4 times x or 4x. Okay, so letter B po ang tumpak na choice natin, 4x. If you increase all this by plus x, you'd also be increasing your perimeter by 4x. Now, the sum of all sides, yung inyong perimeter, all the sides of your square, they're all equal, no? They're all equal in length. Okay, so letter B is tumpak for number 5. Okay, we don't actually need to solve this. No, logic lang siya. Okay, number 6. Anne will be F years old, X years from now. How old is she now? Is it letter A, F minus X, letter B, X minus F, letter C, X, or letter D, F? Okay, again, please do like this video. Share this video. Napaka-importante po, i-share yung ating video, i-tag yung inyong friends, you start a watch party. Okay, so that we can reach out to more people. Okay, I see A's in number 6. Meron ding ilang B. All right, so going back to number 6 here, no, sabi, Anne will be F years old X years from now, no? So in X years, she will be F years old. So how old is she now? Paano mo isosolve yung kanyang age at the moment? Okay, so say if 25 years old siya, 5 years from now, okay, so say sinubstitute natin ito, no? Just to make it more relatable, para lang mas maintindihan nyo, no? Instead of using your variables, I wrote, kung 25 years old siya, 5 years from now, how old is she today? Or how old is she now? How will you get her age? No? How will you get her age at the moment or right now if 5 years from now, she'll be 25 years old? And of course, what you'll do is you'd subtract 5 from 25, no? And so that would give you her current age. And so yung answer mo dito would be letter A, F minus X. Okay? If 25 years old siya, F years old siya, 5 years from now, X years from now, how will you get her current age? And so that's going to be F minus X. 25 minus 5, no? So letter A is tumpak. Okay, so letter A, tumpak for number 6. Okay, we go to number 7. This is still math. Mimi and Pressy spent their vacation from working as service crew in one of the fast food restaurants in the city. If their earning were in the ratio of 7:8 respectively, how much did Mimi earn when Pressy earned 6,400? Okay, what's your choice? 200 of you still have not liked this video. Paki-like na po ng ating video and paki-share ng ating video. Okay, now remember, I'd always say this. No, in math, you can solve an equation or you can solve a problem in several ways. No, so depende sa way mo, depende sa method mo, kung saan yung mas madali. No, sometimes if you're an engineering graduate, for example, sa ibang mga nagdi-DIT, no, meron tayong mga naging estudyante dito, math major, na dating architect, dating engineer, nag-DIT para makapagturo. No, so if you are an engineering graduate, for example, math major, madaling-madali na to sa iyo. No? Minsan titingnan nyo lang, alam nyo na kung ano yung magiging choice. Yung ibang major natin, o maaring yung mga GenEd people natin, medyo hirap. No? So, iba-ibang ways tayo kung paano ba ito masosolve, yung paano yung way of solving a certain problem. So, hindi po importante yung process. No? Usually, if it works for you, it works for you. Okay, so usually ako nga trial and error lang. Sometimes logic, tinitingnan ko paano ko ba ito masosolve. Kailangan lang naintindihan mo no, ang inyong sentence or inyong question. At you should not be scared of trying different ways to solve it. Okay, so try lang ng try hanggang sa makuha mo no, kung paano ito ma-solve, no, paano makuha yung tamang choice. Okay, so sabi dito, you have two people, Mimi and Pressy, and they were working as part of a service crew, no? And their earning is in a ratio of 7 is to 8, okay? So you have Mimi is to Pressy. The ratio is 7 is to 8, no? So 7 is to 8, 7 parts yung kay Mimi, at 8 parts yung kay Pressy. Now, binigay dito na yung earnings ni Pressy is equal to 6,400. So again, kay Pressy po yan. Ito ay Mimi is to Pressy. Mimi is to Pressy. So that means we are looking for the earning, or we are looking for the salary, no, the earning of Mimi. Now remember, if you have your ratio and proportion, the product of your extremes should be equal to the product of your means. No? Yung product ng 8 times M dapat ay equal sa product ng 7 times 6,400. Okay, so what we do here is we simply multiply 7 times 6,400, then we divide our product by 8 to get the value of M, no, which is the earning of Mimi. Okay, so we proceed. That would be 8 times M right here equals 6,400 times 7. 6,400 would give us 6,400 times 7 would give us 44,800. Solving for the value of M, the earning of Mimi, we need to divide both sides by 8. Okay, so dividing both sides by 8, the 8 here in your numerator will be canceled. No? So 44,800 divided by 8, that would be the earning of Mimi, and that would give you the value of 5,600, or letter A. Okay, so letter A is tumpak, 5,600, or as the Americans would say it, 5,600, no, 5,600 or 5,600. Okay, so letter A is tumpak for number 7. All right, we move on with number 8. Okay, science. On levels of organization, the blank includes a community of organisms or organisms in an area, as well as the non-living factors of the environment. Is it letter A, community level, letter B, ecosystem level, letter C, organ system level, or letter D, population level? Okay, what do you think is the tumpak na choice for number 8? Okay, number 8 na po tayo. Ano po ang ating choice sa question 8? Again, gentle reminder to those of you who are watching us on our Facebook page, Gurong Pinoy, also on our YouTube channel, Gurong Pinoy, napuputol po yung inyong video, no? So snippet lamang po yung inyong video. The full-length video is enjoyed by the members of our Team Piaget, and also the members of our Team Piaget can easily download this PowerPoint presentation that I'm using. Okay, so lahat ng notes nandiyan sa kanila, no? So again, I am extending my invitation. Become a member of Team Piaget. No, I'm pretty sure you will not regret becoming a member of our team. Okay, samut-sari ang inyong choice, A, B, D. So, alin kaya yung tumpak? Alright, so sabi dito, on levels of organization, the blank includes the community or organisms in an area, as well as the non-living factors of your environment. Ito yung napaka-importanting part no, ng inyong STEM, as well as the non-living factors. You remember in your ecosystem, you have the living and the non-living factors. The living factors are called your biotic factors. The non-living factors are called your abiotic factors. So your choice here, of course, would be letter B, no, ecosystem level. Now, Ma'am Catherine Sardinia, how to become a team member of Team Peshe? Again, mag-send lamang po kung saan po kayo nanonood ngayon. Mag-send po kayo ng message later dyan. No? Mag-message po kayo, direct message. Okay, so ecosystem is what we are looking for. Okay, going to your slides here. These are the different levels of organization that we have no, in our environment on Earth. Now, sometimes the LET would ask you to arrange these different levels in their proper order, no? So, dapat alam nyo yung pagkakasunod-sunod and the different levels of organization. Now, we all know that we start with an atom. An atom is the basic building block of matter. No, everything around us is matter. Anything that occupies space has mass is matter. So building block of matter would be your atom. Now, if you have a combination of atoms, you'd call that your molecules. And these molecules will give you the different cell organelles. When you say organelles, these are the tiny structures inside your cell. Yung mga maliliit na bahagi ng cell mo, organelles yung tawag dyan. And of course, your cell would be the next level. Your tissue, this is a group of cells now. So a group of cells having the same structure and performing the same function, you'd call that your tissue. An organ is made up of several tissues. No? So the same types of tissues, that would be your organ, a group of tissues, no, that's your organ. Then, of course, your different organs that would be performing the same function, you'd call that your organ system or body system. No? Ito yung mga digestive system mo, nervous system, excretory, respiratory, circulatory system, and so on. And so lahat ng systems niyan, usually in our various resources, we'd say that we have 11 total of body systems. They would give you or they would comprise an organism, a living thing. No? So ikaw ay isa kang organism. And of course, if you have your population, yung pagkakaiba ng inyong population and community, community ito dapat no, wala siyang word. But this should have been community. If you are talking about the terms population and community, their difference is that when you say population, all those organisms belong to the same species. Okay? So isang species lamang lahat ng organisms mo. Maaring lahat sila ay tao, lahat sila ay ahas, no? Lahat sila ay unggoy, for example. Okay? So that's a population. But when you say community, this is already made up of a group of organisms or different groups of population. So iba-iba na yung kanilang species. So when you go to the zoo, for example, you see a giraffe, an elephant, a zebra, a flamingo, a bear, a turtle, all these different types of animals belonging to different types of species, then that's your community. No? So community na yung tawag sa kanila. Now, ito yung hinahanap natin kanina, ecosystem. Ecosystem, that's the community, different species of animals, plus their non-living environment. No? So non-living environment, that means kasama na yung tubig, kasama yung hangin, kasama yung temperature, kasama yung acidity ng lupa. No? So all those, your non-living and living parts of your environment, that would be called your ecosystem. So yan yung hinahanap natin kanina. Now, biomes, of course, these are the specific types of ecosystems that you have all over the world. So, iba-iba yung different types of biomes natin. Meron kang tropical rainforest, a very common question in the LET. Now, what type of biome do you find the Philippines in? Your answer would be tropical rainforest. No? So, tropical rainforest, may deciduous rainforest ka, may taiga, may tundra, may desert. No? So, iba't ibang klase ng biome. And of course, all this would form your biosphere, all the living components of the earth, of the world. Okay, so sometimes would also include the different layers of the earth here. No? So hydrosphere, yung anyong tubig, yung geosphere, or lithosphere, yung anyong lupa, no? Meron ka din, of course, atmosphere, that blanket of that blanket or thin layer of gas that surrounds the Earth, that of course also support life, no? So iba-iba yung different levels of organization nyo. So again, you should know these different levels. You should know yung pagkakasunod-sunod ng different levels. And of course, napaka-importante na intindihan nyo kung anong ibig sabihin ng kada level na to, because this would come out in your upcoming licensure exam for teachers. Okay, so again, we were looking for ecosystem level, and that is letter B for number 8. Okay. Number 9, which organism is an example of a fungus? Is it letter A, yeast, letter B, euglenoids, letter C, entamoeba, or letter D, algae? Okay, what's your choice for number 9? Ma'am Cecil Lagarde, mag-send po kayo ng message sa ating Facebook page. Nandyan po yung link sa ating description po ng video. May link po dyan. She's watching on YouTube, no? So meron po tayong link sa ating Facebook page dyan po sa description ng video. I-click nyo lamang po yan. Pag hindi nyo po nakita yung link, no, po pwede nyo din pong i-search yung Gurong Pinoy. Gurong Pinoy lamang po yung pangalan, no? At meron pong logo natin na may flag, may 3 stars, and may rays of the sun. Hindi po Gurong Pinoy left online na Gurong Pinoy lamang po. At tapos i-click nyo po yon at mag-send po kayo ng message if you'd want to become a member of Team PSA. Ganon din po sa mga nanonood sa ating ngayon sa Facebook. Again, pagkatapos po nito ng ating video, po pwede po kayo mag-send dyan ng message sa ating Facebook page. Okay, number 9, there's A's. Okay, a lot of you are saying letter A. This, of course, is part of science. Which organism is an example of a fungus? Okay, the correct choice here would be your yeast. Tama yan yung yeast. No, yeast, slime molds, your mushroom, those are examples of your fungus. Okay, so fungus po yan. Letter B, euglenoids, entamoeba, algae will go to your next slides. No? So, ito po yung ating yeast. Okay, so your yeast, your molds, ito usually yung molds mo, especially no, yung nakikita mo sa tinapay, nakikita sa mga expired na pagkain, no? So, yung mushroom mo is parte din ng yung fungi or fungi. Okay, so these are the different parts of your fungi. Meron silang tinatawag na hyphae, no? Yung pinaka-stem nila, ayan, yung pinaka-stem dyan, no, sa iyong yeast. And of course, yung fruiting body niya, no, that's the fruiting body. Yung mycelium naman would be the root-like structure. Yung yeast mo, napaka-importante. Ito po yung nagpapaalsa sa tinapay, no? So, nagpapaalsa siya ng tinapay. Ngayon pandesal daw. Sabi nila, pag ginanon mo, no, pag tinupi mo yung pandesal, pinrest mo, wala na halos laman, no? Puro na lang hangin, no? Puro hangin. So, nagpapaalsa to sa tinapay, yung inyong yeast. Ito din yung ginagamit kapag nagfe-ferment ka, no, ng alcohol. Gusto mong gumawa ng sarili mong alcohol, sarili mong inumin, pwede ka din gumamit ng yeast, no? So, for fermentation. Okay, ito yung iba nating choices. This is entamoeba. Yung amoeba, ito yung nagkukos ng sakit ng tiyan, no? Yung pag meron kang amoebiasis, no? Amoebiasis ka, nagka-amoeba ka. Now, yung amoeba mo, type siya ng protist, no? So, protista sila. Ganon din yung inyong euglenoids. Ito naman yung inyong euglena. So, parte sila ng protists. Yung protists natin, ito yung mga organisms. These are some organisms that cannot be placed under the plant kingdom. They also cannot be placed under the animal kingdom. And so sabi nga natin as a joke, nagprotista sila. And so they have their own kingdom and they call their kingdom protists, no? Protista. Ayan yung pangalan ng kingdom nila. Hindi kasi sila malagay under the plants and under the animals. They have some characteristics of both animals and plants, but not all. So alanganin sila, no? And so nagprotista sila. They've come up with their own kingdom, no? So ito yung inyong amoeba. Common question sa let mo about your amoeba is that their presence of their pseudopods, no? Ito yung pseudopods nila, or what you'd call their false feet. Okay, so meron silang false feet, yung parang paa, no, that would help them in their movement, pero hindi naman siya totoong paa. Okay, they also have the presence of the different vacuoles. Yung vacuoles nila, yung storage inside, no, meron silang contractile vacuole na naglalabas ng excess na tubig. Okay, so nag-squeeze ng kanilang body to give off the excess water. Meron din silang mga storage vacuoles, no, kung saan nila sinostore yung kanilang pagkain. Ito naman yung euglena, nakikita din siya sa ponds, no, usually itong amoeba tsaka euglena mo, nakikita mo sila sa mga maruruming tubig. One outstanding characteristic of your euglena is that it has a whip-like structure, no? So itong whip niya, tinatawag niyang flagella. So ito yung flagella. Parehas siya, halos magkaparehas sa flagella ng inyong sperm cells, no? Sperm cells sa mga lalaki, no? So this one would aid in movement. So nakaka-move sila. Okay, so that's your euglena. Ito naman yung algae mo. Okay, so the algae can sometimes kina-classify siya as plants kasi photosynthetic siya. Sometimes it can also be classified as protist, no? Kasi meron din naman siyang ibang mga characteristics o merong ibang characteristics ng plants na wala sa algae. Okay, but then again, we were looking for yeast. So letter A, yeast, yung ating tumpak na choice. Okay, number 10, because the production of fossil fuel, petroleum, and coal will run out in the future, these are called blank sources of energy. Is it letter A, renewable, letter B, traditional, letter C, non-renewable, or letter D, conservative? Okay, what's your answer for number 10? Ma'am Rochelle A. Jacob or Jacob, ngayon po nag-start na yung ating final coaching. No? So bahagi na po ito ng final coaching natin. So again, wala po tayong separate na final coaching lamang. The only way you can join our final coaching is by becoming part of Team Piaget. No? So kasi doon po yung maraming materials natin, lahat ng materials natin, makikita nyo at mababalikan nyo sa team natin. Okay, ICCs, may iilang A. All right, so going back to this question here, because the production of fossil fuel, petroleum, and coal will run out in the future, that means mauubos sila in the future. These are called, letter A, renewable, letter B, traditional, letter C, non-renewable, or letter D, conservative. And the correct choice, of course, is non-renewable. Pag nauubos, non-renewable siya. Pag renewable, when you say renewable sources of energy, yung walang limit, no? Maaring nagti-thin yung inyong sources, but eventually marireplenish naman yung sources mo. Okay, so going to your slides here, these are the difference between your renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So again, pag sinabi mong renewable energy, kadalasan hindi nauubos, no? So hindi sila nauubos. Natural sources of energy. So solar energy, your sun or the energy coming from the sun is your source. Biomass energy, ito yung mga galing sa living organisms natin, no? So biomass yung tawag natin, yung plants mo, that's biomass energy. Wind energy, pag ginamitan mo ng wind turbine, no? So wind energy po yan, that's also renewable. Geothermal energy, the energy coming from under the earth. And hydropower energy coming from water, these are all renewable types of energy. Non-renewable energy mo are your fossil fuel oils, your gasoline, your diesel, your kerosene, dyan galing. Your coal, no, yung inyong uling, okay, which is a type of carbon, of course, that's also non-renewable. Natural gases are also non-renewable, and nuclear gas is also non-renewable. No? So ito akmang-akma ngayon, naririnig natin, no, meron ng nilusob yung Russia na nuclear power plant ng Ukraine. No? So napaka strong nila as countries. They are rich because they are sources of these non-renewable types of energy. Okay, so non-renewable po yung ating hinahanap. Hindi po renewable. No? Renewable, these are the natural sources of energy that you have. Okay, so letter C, non-renewable is tumpak. Number 11, what is the equivalent today of the cedula personal during the Philippine Hispanic era? Is it letter A, residence certificate, letter B, identification card, letter C, barangay clearance, or letter D, community tax certificate? What's your choice for number 11? Number 11 na po tayo. Ano po yung ating choice?